All right, all right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the NBA Bid. It's good to be back. We got exciting news today. Our guy George St. Ledger is going to be hanging out with us here in just a little bit, probably like 40 or 50 minutes or so. Let's see, who do we got in the chat, though? We got David, we got Sean up in here, Boston Base is out here, we got Christian from Switzerland. We got Weisberg in the chat. We got the Common Man's out in New Mexico. Jay Blaze getting that MoonPay money. Some more Gary comps. Magic Murillo's in there. It's Hershey. We got Ian finishes exams. We got Joachim from Norway. Let's go. Mike, if you pronounce the name Ann Edwards, I unsubscribe and leave forever. Have I been pronouncing it wrong? We got SR Gas in here, courtside magic. That's right. The intro's back, baby. Yeah, we're dripping. We get the hat on there. Sanjay Rich, let's go. Yeah, we'll listen. What I figured we could do in honor of the Sorare announcement today from Nico that he said was very positive. I figured what I could do on my end is if they're going to lay off like 35% of the staff, I figured I could answer 35% of the questions, right? Or I guess I should do it the other way. I should lay off 35% of the questions. I think that's only fair, right? So I'll answer 2/3, but even though that sounds bad, it's good. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good. We got Diogo in the chat. Let's go. I'm assuming this is Federico. Is it Federico? Just because, again, YouTube has decided they're just going to show us your actual name instead of your screen name, which is annoying. We got Marco in the chat. Diogo. Yeah, we got Portugal. We got the Portugal love in there. Jacob's there, too. We got Link. Hey, couple things before we, officially dive in. I just pinned in the chat. All right. I pinned in the chat. Where is it? Right over there. Do me a favor. Go do a little sub here. Do a little sub. If you're into the fantasy basketball streets, whether it's picks, whether it's Sorare, Underdog, wherever you're doing it. We started a little daily blog, if you will, called Bagel with Locks. Shout out my New Yorkers. Or my Jewish people, because Locks would also hit hard for you guys. But go ahead, subscribe to Bagel with Locks. I break down the slate each and every night, so it got you ready for tonight. If you needed to ahead of time, go check that out. Do me a favor. The link is in the chat. Should be pinned. But if not, I'll drop it one more time into the chat, and then we are going to break down the slate. Hunter said I'm getting cooked, not gonna lie. Listen, man, we're all getting cooked right now. This is a tough game week. This is the worst game week I've had, I think, in the history of Sorare, in the history of the game being created. This is the worst I did. This is what I got back this game week. I got 200 at David, I swear to God, dude, we're 5 minutes in. If you start spewing out insanity, you'll go right back to timeout, David. Right back to timeout. Yeah, I think I got 200 essence. I got 200 essence back out of all my lineups. Remember, we had a streak on the line for $5,000, or maybe it's 5,000 francs now. Now that the whole company's based out of Paris, maybe they're doing it in francs. But yeah, so we had 5K on the line, and I got to tell you, we got our poop. We got pooped on. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad for us over here. But yeah, you saw I got cooked. Yeah, we did. We got absolutely smoked out here. But you know what? That's okay. It's a new game week. It's a new game week for us all. Also, we get some. Listen, I'll shout out if you sub to the show. I mean, if you sub to that blog, you'll get a shout out here. Who do we got? We got Cass Gordon signed up. We got Nick signing up. Let's go. Get more people signing up for the blog. Yeah, thoughts and prayers. The consigliere is here. Speaking of thoughts and prayers, let's fire up the giveaway for tonight. Yeah, and I know our guy Consigliere still hasn't gotten the Vasily Micic over here. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel, put hashtag John and Damien into the chat. John and Damien, one word. Ukulele said, sorry for your week, Mike. Sabonis down, Edwards sucked, too many bad coincidences. Do you guys remember? I don't know if you remember this. Last show on Monday, Alan, the Bosnian beast in the chat, made me buy his Sabonis from him, only for him not only did he not play for 2 weeks, I mean, for the 2 games that game week, he's not playing for like a month. Honestly, put Sacramento in the G League. Sacramento should be just going up against the Harlem Globetrotters every single game. It's bad. Bad news Kings over there. Bad news Kings. All right, but that'll be the giveaway. We'll do that a little bit later in the show. In the meantime, let's respect the cup? Should we respect the NBA Cup? Also, it's just kind of nice that everybody is putting John and Damien into the chat. That's just like a sweet thing that we're doing, I think. I'm sure they would appreciate it. Let's look at tonight's action. We'll go over the injury news. And then, as always in this show, when we're looking at ESPN, we'll get an ad for a real estate agent. So check out Maria Wilbur, Signature Premier Properties. You get some deals. She got 6 deals in Islip, New York. So go ahead and check it out. All right, we've got a couple of football spreads, and by that I mean NFL, not footy, okay? Not footy. We're not talking about kits on the pitch. We're talking about football. We get the Pacers and the Cavs tonight. This spread is 14.5. Good Lord. That's a big spread. It's a nice spread. That's a big spread. Darius Garland is questionable here for the Cavs. You also have Jared Allen, who's questionable. I kind of think he's going to go. I think they're both going to go, honestly. The other name, though, is Jalen Tyson. Mr. Tyson here got a concussy not too long ago. It's hard to know when they're coming back from concussion. So I have not learned. I haven't decided yet if he's going. I do think Allen and Garland are going, though. I do think both of those going. Or on the Pacers side of stuff, you know what's exciting? Benedict Mathurin, man, back in action. Benny Math came back. First game played like 25 minutes, but that second game he played 30 plus in that one, and he was cooking. So that's exciting. On the injury front, though, Johnny Furphy, Cam Jones, Obi Toppin, Aaron Nesmith, and Quentin Jackson all remain out for the Pacers. Brooklyn Nets and the Celtics are playing each other for the second time here in as many games, right? I think they've just only played each other this week, which is really dumb. But we've got for the Celtics here, relatively healthy outside of Jason Tatum's Achilles. But for the Celtics, they are pretty much everybody's good to go. Peyton Pritchard's going to project pretty solid, I think, when we take a look at it. On the Nets side of stuff, though, they're without rookie Sarif. They were still without Cam Thomas and Haywood Highsmith. Everybody else pretty healthy, but it's pretty gross, man. We got Shindro in the chat. Let's go, Shindro. Good to see you, sir. But it's pretty gross. It's not fun. We get the Wizards and the Raptors. One of the bigger injury things that we're waiting for here on the Washington side. If you guys find out in the chat, let me know. So Alex Sarr is questionable. That might not seem like a big deal, especially with this big spread here. But Marvin Bagley is doubtful, which means if Sarr misses and Bagley misses, not Nikola Vucevic, but Tristan Vucevic might be one of the better plays on the slate. He's going to have to play 1,000 minutes. Alan in the chat saying, I'm sure it has been discussed here, but the reordering of the ESPN and Google box scores is awful. Yeah, is awful. I'm with you, Alan. It's terrible. It's messed up my morning. Every day when I'm preparing for the NBA bit, I have to read it like I'm reading Braille. It's so frustrating. Okay, Magic Murillo is calling Champagny in the chat. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I think it's going to be Vuki, man. I kind of think Alex Sarr is just going to play. I think he's just going to play. Will Pirtle go for $1 million if Sar sits? Honestly, Pirtle might go for $1 million regardless. Pirtle might go for $1 million regardless. Hold on. So people are throwing rank my teams in there. Let's wait. Let's wait for that. We'll do that. I will do that later though. Benedict in the chat saying Brandon Miller should play tomorrow. Yeah, I saw that news just come across the wire. But anyway, so yeah, SAR's the news we're waiting for. They also are without Marvin Bagley. On the Raptors side of stuff, Colin Murray Boyles has already been ruled out, but everybody else, good to go. Good to go. My favorite game of the night from a fantasy perspective here is the Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat. Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat. This should be a fun one. Really high total here. Miami is without Wiggins, which means Jaime Jaquez Jr. should absolutely crush tonight. Scam out of bios down there. You get Storm and Norman Powell. All those guys, really good plays. They're without Nikola Jovic. They're without Tyler Hero. They're without Andrew Wiggins. And they are without Terry Rozier because he is in prison. Well, no, he's not, but he's, you know what I'm saying. On the Bulls side of stuff, so the biggest question mark here we have is Kobe White and Trey Jones, actually. Both of those have Q tags. We don't really know when Trey Jones, how many minutes Kobe White is going to play. Kobe White played 30 minutes in the first game that he came back against the Utah Jazz, but that game went to overtime. In the second game he played was against, the Portland Trail Blazers. He played 27 minutes in that game. I like Kobe White, regardless of how many minutes he's going to play tonight, but it would be really cool if he played more north of 30. That's all I'm saying. Really fun game to target. That's for sure. The Pellies and the Mavericks. Zion Williamson is back, baby. Zion Williamson. Pelicans are without Carlo Matkovic, DeJounte Murray, and Jordan Poole Party. Derek Queen's been straight balling. Zion projects okay. You got Trey Murphy out there as well. For the Mavericks, Scooper Pooper Flag missed his most recent game, but he's back. Ryan Nembhard's out. Dante Exum out for the season, I believe, with an injury. AD and Kyrie are still out. D'Angelo Russell. There we go. What a callback. D'Angelo Russell is questionable. This would actually really boost up Brandon Williams if D'Lo didn't go. D'Lo's been playing somewhere around 24 to 22 minutes. Brandon Williams, on the other hand, has been playing 20 to 24, sometimes 30 minutes. But if he doesn't go, Najee Marshall gets a little bit of bump for sure. Hold on, what was that? Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Money Mike is on the mic. That's right. Derek Queen is special. Queen is fun. Queen is a lot of fun. All right, let's keep going. We get the Timberwolves and the Phoenix Suns. T-Wolves and Phoenix Suns here for this next one. Timberwolves are without Terrence Shannon Jr. and Jumpin' Joe Jingles is questionable. Questionable. And then Jaden McDaniels is questionable. And the reason this is important is, honestly, it just makes me like the Suns more of Minnesota if McDaniels misses this game, just because he's so elite defensively. On the Suns side of stuff, they're still without Grayson Allen. Rasheer Fleming, who made an appearance this past game week, he's out. And then Jalen Green is also still out, right? But everybody else good to go. Mark Williams, man, if you were ever going to play 30 minutes, might have been tonight, but I don't think so. I don't think we see it. And then we've got, 3 games left. The Denver Nuggets and the Houston Rockets. That's maybe my favorite game to watch tonight. Nuggets are without CB and Julian Strother. Aaron Gordon, after missing a game, should be back. He's probable tonight. Cam Johnson's going to be somebody that projects through the roof, I think. And then on the Rockets side of stuff, this is actually kind of interesting here. Jabari Smith Jr. and Steven Adams are both questionable, right? Jabari Smith plays 30 minutes a game. Steven Adams been playing 27 minutes a game. We know they're without Tyree Eason, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Fred VanVleet. If somehow Steven Adams and Jabari Smith Jr. would miss, I do think Clint Capella kind of comes into play tonight, especially against a team like Denver. I also think Reed Shepherd, Josh Okogie, and Aaron Holiday get a little bit of a boost. But that's a piece of news we're actually kind of interested in here. Hold on. I'm actually going to do a refresh on the underdog. Take a sip here. All right, nothing there yet. But yeah, that's one we have to pay attention to. Excited for that one. I'm excited for that one. Watson, I know, is coming off a 30-point game. I like that a little bit more with no Aaron Gordon. But I don't know. Gabriel in the chat saying, what do you think about the recent LaMelo Ball news? Yeah, LaMelo's come out and said that report was bullshit. So, but I mean, it would, of course he's going to say that. I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Hornets have been inching closer to this day. So I imagine it happens sooner rather than later, especially because they got the truth, Con Knipple. Is Sar in or out? We don't know yet. Hoping he's in, though. Hoping he's in. All right, 2 games left tonight. We have the Thunder and the Jazz. Thunder are big faves here. Sorber's out. Kenrich Williams is out. J-Dub is out. Topich is out. Wiggins is still out. SGA chat. Isaiah Hartenstein, yeah. Outside of that, I don't think I'm getting anywhere here. I know the spread's massive, so you're like, well, if it's a blowout, maybe AJ Mitchell plays 45 minutes. I mean, maybe, but I don't love it. Just because, like, the Thunder are 1-1 here in the Cup. Maybe point differential becomes a thing. I don't know. On the Jazz side of stuff, I'm assuming Lowry Markkanen is going to be defended by the one, the only. The Doherty and the Reporty. So that makes me like Keontae a little bit more than Lowry, but honestly, don't like any of these Utah Jazz. Not a great matchup. And then last but not least, the Trail Blazers and the Golden State Warriors. So the Blazers, we got some news from them tonight. They're going to be without Shaedon Sharpe, Matisse Thybulle, Scoot Henderson, Damian Lillard, Blake Wesley, and Drew Holiday. Time Lord's also questionable. Jeremy Grant is probable. Well done, Joakim. I don't listen. Klingon. If Time Lord was to miss, you could talk me into Klingon. Denny Avdia might be considered an MVP this week. He's just insane, man. He's coming off that 67 fantasy point performance the other night against Chicago. This matchup is not as exciting, but he's going to have to do all of the offense. I do think Jeremy Grant's in play, and I never say that. For the Warriors side, man, Steph, obviously, Jimmy Butler, both of those guys like super duper in play. Let's just go to the schedule quickly so we can look at Saturday. We know we have a lot of teams in play tonight, but for Saturday, right, we have the Clippers and the Hornets. Then you have that'll be their first game of the weekend. Knicks and Magic, both of their teams' first games of the weekend. Atlanta against New Orleans. So Zion is probably going to play tonight and not play tomorrow. All right. I imagine he's not going to play his back-to-back. Washington plays tonight. They also play tomorrow. Chicago plays tonight. They also play tomorrow. We got Detroit against Milwaukee with no Giannis in that game. Memphis is a shit show against Dallas on a back-to-back, and then we'll have Sacramento and Denver on a back-to-back on Saturday. I wonder if we get some funny business with Jokic, but because if there was ever a rest spot, it's this spot, right? Sunday, Miami will play their second game against Philly's only game this weekend. Charlotte and Atlanta will both be on a back-to-back on Sunday. Orlando will be on a back-to-back taking on the Celtics. Clippers will be on a back-to-back taking the Cavs on their second game of the game week. Brooklyn will have their second game against Toronto's second game. You've got Portland and OKC both playing each other for their second game. The Spurs' only game this game week will be against the Suns, who that's their second game this game week. And then last but not least, the Lakers and the Utah Jazz. How about that, huh? Crushed it. We crushed it, boys and girls. Let's do me a favor here. Let's remind the people, just like our guy Art Jones Design did in the chat. You got to like the stream. You got to subscribe to the channel. And you got to put hashtag John and Damien into the chat for our fallen brethren. And that'll be the giveaway here towards the end of the show tonight. Then we're going to pop over to our friends over at Top Tier Projections to get a feel for what the projections are telling us. Then I'm going to build my lineups unless George gets here, and then we'll get into some of your questions. But and then again, I can't stress this enough. I'm trying to pump these numbers up. If you haven't subscribed to Bagel with Locks yet, go ahead, boost it. See this right here? Just go click this, subscribe to the Substack. We're 130 or so subs. Let's get that up. Let's get it up, baby. There's like 80, there's 95 of you watching this on YouTube, 50 of you on X. Everybody go sub if you haven't done it yet. I haven't gotten it yet, but I know people have gotten it, Consigliere. I didn't get that bonus. I did not get that bonus. Brandon Miller is back. Yeah, we just saw that come through. Oh, we got a new. We'll shut up the subscribers without doxing them. So shut up our guy. Oh, Consigliere gave us a sub. You love to see it. Let's jump over to the projections. One of the things that has been the challenging here with lineup construction is, especially if you're going streaking. We're left with not a lot of MVPs left, right? So Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's out. Wembanyama is out. We've got Luca Magic with just one game. Oh, we got a new sub. You get another shout out, my guy Alan. Alan came through. Love to see it. Keep it coming. So we're kind of in a tough spot here. You need a Garland update. Yeah, listen, I'll give you a Garland update that if he plays, I think he's going to be limited, especially with this big spread in this Cleveland Indiana game. Indiana's so shorthanded and so bad at basketball right now that if Garland's back, I would project him around 24 minutes. Around 24 minutes. Your NBA bit membership expired. Well, give me that sweet, sweet money then. Give me that sweet, sweet money. That's the only way you. That's the only way you're gonna get that, David. None of this is financial advice. Do what you love what you do, something like that, right? Alan, not you. It's an Alan that is more supportive than you, Alan. A different Alan. Alan H, baby. Indiana sucks. Should they rest him? Says Shindro. I thought about that this morning. They're not on a back to back. If they're on a back to back, I would suggest that. But Garland, I think, is really frustrated that he hasn't been able to play. He's been pretty vocal. The energy around the Cleveland camp has been positive. So I think it's like 60-40 he plays, but there's definitely question marks there. But that I lean that he's in. Joakim says, who would you pick as your MVP? I usually have a Wemby or a Giannis, and I can't afford a Jokic. Yeah. So let's do this right now because Jokic is by far the guy. He projects the best, right? He's got 2 games this game week. He projects for 6. Shout out Satan. Josh Giddey is the second best guy at 59.4. So this was last updated about an hour ago. Listen, let's pull up Denny quickly. I think Denny is a sneak. I think I'm actually going to look at the marketplace right now because I don't know how much cash I have left. But I actually think Denny is the best play on this slate. We saw him go bonkers with no Shaedon Sharpe, with no Drew Holiday. He has to do almost all of the ball handling. We also saw the rookie Caleb Love get a little bit of run as well. So you can keep an eye on that too. But I think Denny is going to go nuts. So if you were like, hey, I don't have money for a Jokic and Giddey's overpriced or whatever, I think somebody like Denny is an absolute smash. Did you get any info before on the U.S. office? Do you know? I just know what I shared a little bit earlier. And I even replied to Nico's tweet, but bro didn't get back to me. No, all I know is what you guys know is that the nobody in the United States works on the NBA or MLB product right now, and that feels bad. But I'm not like, oh my God, sell everything. You got to get out. But I'm disappointed. From my understanding, the NBA did like over $3 million in sales this season. And and listen, I'm partnered up with the Sorare Bros, so like, of course, I have specific feelings towards this stuff. But I would say, and you can give honest feedback. Comparing NBA seasons, this has felt like the smoothest. I feel like we've had the least amount of mistakes. People have been relatively happy with the rewards and the improvements. I mean, there's always hiccups, right? But if you compare it to previous seasons, this to me is been like the most successful season. So I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed. It's given me, you know what it's reminded me of here? You know what it's reminded me of? We'll take a little detour here because that big Twitter thread from our guy Nico reminded me a little bit of this time of my life.
Well, the top shot streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one.
All right, we won't do the whole thing. They just copied the NBA side, so are they needed? This is what I would tell you, Conrad. Conrad, if you were playing Premier League only, right? If you were playing Premier League only, and they had an office in London, right? And you're just playing Premier League. And they were like, hey, here's the thing. We just shut down the office in London. We're going to run the Premier League game from San Jose, California. I think some red flags would go up, right? It's live before lock right now. What time is it right now there? It's like 11:50, 11:30, or however you do that military time. It's like 23:30. How about that? 24:30? Whatever time it is, you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is if you had a successful run out like they did, I don't know. That bums me out. They run the okay, but Blue Tomatoes. They run the Premier League game from Paris. Yes. Where the fuck is Paris though? You know what I'm saying? That's close. That's close. That's very different. That's very different. All the Cavs are going to play. That's right, baby. You heard it here. Wait, is Jalen Tyson playing too? Oh, Jalen Tyson. That's pretty fun if he's in. Yeah, that's very exciting. That's good. That's good. Head injuries are scary, man. Glad he's good to go. That's good news. That's good news. Also, they could. So that is a huge. Yeah, no. Guys, hold on. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying everything is closing. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying sell your stocks. I'm not saying sell your cards. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying my hot take is that when you let go everyone in charge of the product you're playing on, I think that's bad. And then if you put it in a Twitter thread to be like, actually, that's good. My hot take is it's bad. I'm not saying it's the end of the world. I'm not saying sell everything else. But when everybody that works in the time zone that the sport happens in, when they get rid of the product people, when they get rid of the people that have the relationship with the NBA, they literally had to add people to the Discord who work for the company to be like, hey, these are the people doing the NBA now. They weren't even in the Discord already. They weren't even a part of the product. So when all of a sudden those people have to be the people, you know what I'm saying? That's, to me, that is a red flag. But again, I'm not saying sell all your shit. None of this is financial advice, I'm not saying that. I'm still doing the live before lock show. I'm just saying, don't do a Twitter thread to be like, hey, business is booming. And how we boom is we lay off a third of the company. And you'd probably do that because you're about to go into some sort of fundraise, right? You're probably about to, you got to lay out, look at it, profits are huge. Profits are huge. Come on in. Get your fundraise in. Get your fundraise in, right? I get it. I'm just saying when you lay off everybody that works in America, I don't know. Sun Media said, hey, so am I getting my NBA tickets? Sun Media, this is a great question. I don't know. I don't know because all of my contacts, I don't have any contacts now. So I'm working on it because it's you and two other people that are owed some tickets. So I'm working on it. All right, Conrad, and then we'll get back to it. But do you really need a whole team if the platform is pretty much the same across the two sports? Hey, Conrad, that's what I was getting. But they got rid of both of the teams. That's what I'm saying. I reckon we likely see a shift on the That's the thing, brother. The people who were running the MLB were also running the NBA. They had like 7 people that were doing both MLB and NBA, and they both be gone. Everybody's gone. So if you had told me they laid off 35% of the NBA, 35%, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, okay. But when you shut down everybody, and now we're like, hey, Carlos, you were in charge of La Liga. I need you to learn who. You know who I need you to, this is a great transition. I need you to learn, if you're going to be in charge of the NBA, this is what I need you to learn. I need you to learn this. This is a good reset so that I stop yelling about this stuff, okay? I get that Top Shot vibe. This is what, hey, Carlos, I know you're familiar with La Liga, but you know what I need you to start doing this, baby. Harrison Barnes, come on.
Same hands that work the pain, same hands I fold in prayer. 12 years and I'm still learning what it means to really care. They see me on the court at night, but that ain't all I am. From Ames to San Antonio, trying to serve a bigger plan. These hands that give, these hands that live, more than buckets, more than win.
Woo, woo.
These hands that give, these hands.
What happened? Oh, my mic. What happened? Did it pause? Oh, that's weird.
To every child that needs to live. That's the real gift.
That's what's going to be running the Sorare NBA product right now. For those you just need an AI bot. You just need an AI bot to run this stuff. This is what the AI bot does. Ready? Double dribble. Double dribble.
Me on the court.
Tell me the AI bot can't even figure out how to do a real dribble? Come on, bro. All right, let's go. Do you think he listens in pre? Also, shout out Sully. If you guys aren't following Sully, go follow Sully. All right, Sully does some good stuff. So Zakarian incoming position is MB. No, they're not going to ask me anything, and honestly, they shouldn't. I'm not talented enough. I'm a hoops bro. That's all I got for you. I'm just saying again, and then I'll end with that. My hot take: I don't think he should let go of everybody. And then or don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't let go of everyone and say, I think this is good. Oh, you know what's bad? Alex Sarr is out. Go get your Vukovic. I'm gonna buy one right now. See, like clearly I'm fine, guys. So clearly it's fine. I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go buy. How do you spell this guy's name? With Tristan, where you at, girl? Are there no Tristans on the market? There's no. Am I spelling it wrong? Oh man, hold on. There's none. There's none on the market. Oh wow, there's one rare. That's it. Holy crap. I know. I don't think so. I don't think so rare is cooked. I don't. Again, I'm not trying to freak out. I'm not trying to freak out about it at all. All right, so we got Vooch out. It's going to be Vukovic is going to ball. He's going to have to play 150 million minutes. Keep this up. The only person I have employed for Sorare NBA will be to monitor Mike's stream to maximize propaganda. Listen, hey, if you pay me enough, I'll tell everybody this was a good idea. They should fire more people. That's what I'd start saying. All right, let's look at some of these projections. I get sidetracked with the Denny stuff. So let's look at some of the value and let's do less than or equal to 20. We got an update from Top Tier too that they were having some syncing issues today. So maybe keep the projections with a little bit of a grain of salt. Excuse me. Also, shout out Boston Base. I feel like I didn't talk about this for donating 5 memberships. He's a real one, real OG. Go follow Boston Base if you're not. You think they saw an established product and the 3x salaries in the UUEE and they wanted to get more staff for some salary in the same time zone. Yeah, I mean, I think they just wanted to tell us they don't really care about the NBA. That's what I think they were telling us. Oh my gosh, did they cancel one? They canceled my draft from 442. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. They did they really cancel it? Oh no, I don't think they did. Hold on one second, gang. We've got plenty of time. Also, our guy George, I think, is going to be joining us here in a second, which I'm very excited. We haven't seen George in a long time. I'm very excited to see him. But I had a Jokic. Okay, that still exists. What about this one? They both still exist. Okay, that's beautiful. All right, let's start looking at this value stuff. And get cooking here. Shout out Rainmakers. Never forget. Yeah, it is time to learn Pirtle. Jakob Pirtle is going to cook a grain of salt slut. I know. That's what you can get if you subscribe to the blog. All right. Let's go. What do we have for less than or 20? So Cam Johnson, let's do by projection, actually. Cameron Johnson here is a cap of 15, a projection of 31.5. The one thing I would say is, yes, he's been playing a little bit better. Aaron Gordon is back, so that limits a little bit of the ceiling, but I think Cameron Johnson's a great play. I will be playing him. Peyton Watson also is somebody that's pop locking and dropping here with a cap of 20 and a projection of 31. Bobby Lobby, cap of 19, projection of 31. Bobby, I watched a lot of that overtime game last night against the 76ers. They did not close with Bobby. Bobby got the start. Did not start the second half, though. I think they started Gary Trent Jr. over him, maybe. And then when we got to the last 6 or 7 minutes of the game, Miles Turner, they did not close with Bobby Portis, but then Miles Turner played so poorly that Bobby Portis started doing it. Wait, you just listed it. If it's for like $1 million, I'm going to fight you. And yeah, John Collins always projects well, but he's bad. Just remember, he's bad. What is Tristan Voot? Oh, 50. I tell you what, is that yours? There's a couple listed. If that's yours, I'll give you some action. Are you Spyglow? Are you Spygola? I'll give Spygola a little bit of action there. I'll give you a little bit of action just so you get some love. There you go. Because we got to build a winner here. Last 6-7 minutes. Guys, come on, guys, come on. You really don't like Portis. I know the Portis stuff is tough. The Portis stuff is tough. Oh, I didn't get yours. I'm sorry. It happened too fast. You know who else I think gets a nice little boost here tonight? Well, hold on. Let's do the rest of this first. Ace Bailey's down here. He's going to cap 18 in projection of 27. Zaire Williams, cap 19 in projection of 27. Middleton's there. Vince Williams Jr. coming off a pretty big game, but they only have one. I'm not buying it shit of yours, Alan. All right. That reign of terror is over. Anthony Simons, no thank you. Jordan Walsh, no thank you. Let's just sort by value. Kobe Sanders down here, cap at 10, he projects for 24. That pops, but I don't think Kobe Sanders has a card, right? It's Kobe Brown that has a card. We mentioned all these guys. Bruce Brown's down here, the cap at 15 and projection of 25. I don't think I'd go that direction. Jordan Walsh's cap has come up to 16. That's not as fun. Maxime Renaud. Yeah, we should talk about the Sabonis injury, right? Sabonis is going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. Here's the thing. I don't think anybody actually pops. That team is ass, man. That team has no vibes. It sucks. It's not an enjoyable watch. No, thank you. No, thank you. We're not going to be doing it. Do you think Peyton Watson will have another big game this week with Aaron Gordon back? No, I think Peyton Watson takes a step back here. I'm not saying he's a bad play. I don't think he's going to score 30-plus points again. Why is Aaron Holiday popping? Well, I think because of the expectation that maybe one of these Rockets sit. I remember when I was talking about that, what was it, Steven Adams and Jabari Smith Jr., if they both miss, that does kind of funk up the lineup a little bit. So, yeah, it might be because of that. What else do we have? So Garland and Jalen Tyson are going to have a minutes limit if they play. I thought they're trending to playing. That's right. They're trending to playing. Yeah, so there's that. What else do we have? Renault will smash because of rotation and because he'll play garbage time. That's probably true. Alan's saying you think Aaron Gordon sits tomorrow. Yeah, I kind of think Jokic sits tomorrow, man. I'm still going to play Jokic. I was just looking at it. Like, Joker still is yet to miss a game, right? I think he's played all but one or maybe all of them. We still haven't got the Jonas night. We might have to go Jonason. We are going to pull up. Let's get rid of the filter here and then just do value in general. So the best, there's Tristan. Okay, so it just got updated. Vukovic here, best value, cap of 5, projects for 23. Desmond, say it with me, fine. Cap of 27, projection of 44. Jakob Poeltl power, cap of 25 with the projection of 40. We mentioned Cam Johnson. We haven't talked about Bam Adebayo. Scam. Bam is back, okay? He is in one of my favorite matchups. I do think I'm interested in Adebayo, even though I know a lot of people won't be. I like Bam, man. I do. I think I know it's scary because sometimes he disappoints in these spots, but this game against Chicago, man, we just saw, if you guys missed it, we just saw Chicago get absolutely lit up by Donovan Clingan. I know there are different styles of players, but man, Bam should just eat tonight if he wants to in a very fast-paced environment. I really like it. So I think I would get to Bam tonight. If you're into that, I would get to some Bam tonight. That's all I'm saying. I want to see if let's see if we can get a Bam. Let's see if we can get a Bam here. But I would be really into Bam Adebayo. I think that's good. I also back to Washington for a second. I think the Keyshawn George stuff is pretty good. I know we mentioned Tristan Vukovic, but I think Keyshawn George gets a little bit of a boost here tonight with everybody out. Yeah, Tristan Da Silva, we mentioned him. He pops. Thoughts on Zion, says Lorenzo. I like Zion. The only problem is I don't think he's going to play tomorrow. But hold on one second, guys. We're trying to do too many things at once. Let's go. Okay. Okay, we're back. Thoughts on LeBron? LeBron's only going to play. They only have one game. I think it's against Utah again, right? Which is kind of annoying, but that's okay. That's just where we're at. So I wish he had 2 games, but I think that's fine. I think it's fine. You can get there. Yeah, I mentioned I like Tristan Da Silva. You can't go against your brother Vooch. Vooch loves to get lit up, though, man. Middleton, 30 minutes, 100 points. Dude, Middleton's not playing 30 minutes, and probably not for the rest of his life. Probably not for the rest of his life. Is Vince Williams a play this week? Only one game. Yeah, man. No, I think he is. I think Vince Williams is, especially if he's not, especially if we don't have Ja, right? Which I don't think we do. I think Vince Williams is a great play. Are you trusting Ben Shep? No. Especially now with Benedict Mathurin back. I'm not. If I can't play arena or in-season comp, should I play Challenger or Daily? I think you could play Challenger with Denny. I think you could with Denny. I'm gonna go build a lineup here for myself. While we await our Lord and Savior, our guy George. Let's go see what we can build here. Hardy a play did D'Lo get ruled out? Did that just happen? Did I miss that one? I'm more interested in Brandon Williams than Hardy, but I think you can get there. I don't think D'Lo's out yet, though, right? No, don't give me the Balkan lineup. Porzingis, they only have one game, right? Atlanta only has one game this weekend. I don't know. He's just so tough, man. Dominic said, hey, would you change something from this lineup? We got Jokic, we got Jalen Johnson, Keyshawn George, Klingon. No, that's a great lineup. I like it. And then Kamara with the guys out of Portland. Yeah. Building a new NBA song on Suno. What's Suno? Give me a topic and a sound and a vibe. I'll let chat weigh in on that. Diabate or Silva? De Silva, definitely De Silva. All right, let's build. Just like Nico, we're building here. Yeah, Sar's out. We got that news. Barnes or Ball? Give me Barnes for sure. And if you're just joining us, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, hashtag John and Damien into the chat. Oh, wait, hold on. I tried to put an offer in for Bam. Did it go through? Your offer's been canceled? Oh, what a dick. All right, let's check this out. Let's try to build a lineup here. So I think we are going to, I actually don't know if we need Vooch. Oh, whoops, that's not what I was trying to do. I don't know if we need Vooch in this one, but let's try it and see what it looks like. Let's try. Oh, man, I swear sometimes, and hopefully the product people over in France will make it better. But I swear I always start typing and I only get one of them. Yeah, we're already back buying. Taylor, shut up, Taylor. Oh, there's 2 games for Atlanta. Yeah, fire up the Zanger. Could you rank Harden, Giddey, JJ, and Spida? First one have the better projections, but kind of like the last 2 more. I would rank them Giddey, Harden, Jalen Johnson, and Spida. I really like Giddey. Thoughts on Peyton Watson? Yeah, I was talking about Peyton Watson. You going to bring his ceiling down a little bit with AG coming back? Peyton Watson, I don't think has ever had a 30-plus point game before, so I would not expect for that to happen. The Lakers only have one game, right? They don't play tonight. They don't play tomorrow. They play on Friday. They play on Sunday against the Jazz, just like I said. Unless I'm missing something, but I'm not. All right, so that with this build right here, we got Jokic and Vooch. That leaves us with 38 the rest of the way, right? 38 the rest of the way. Vooch projects really well. Amon's okay. I would take Walsh over Dunn. Let me save this one. Give me. I'll save both of those. Just need 30 for Sorare. From Watson. Yeah, he can get to 30. He could get to 30. David. The game week is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, David. What day did you put into the chat right there? I would change. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. I've got him. Okay. All right, let's see. We're not doing that. I don't want Luka. Definitely don't want Nurk. All right, so that leaves us at 38 the rest of the way. We got Harden with 2 games, Jalen Johnson with 2 games. I want to get Denny in here. I really like Denny. I think we have Bane in here as well, right? That leaves us with 25. 27. Wait, what? Oh my God. I fucking hate this site. All right, there we go. That leaves us with 45. What is that? Oh, we just miss out on all the stuff that I wanted there. Damn. Let's see if I have anything below Bane in that 27 range. Is there anything that pops below the 27 range? Because I would love to get one of Harden or Jalen Johnson in this lineup. So we have Najee Marshall, Naz Reid. I don't think we're going to have anything. Klingon is kind of interesting. But I don't think that's going to get us there either, right? Klingon gets us to 46. Yeah, so that doesn't do it either. I mean, I guess I just do Bane and Book, right? Just Bane and Book here. And then my other hot take for this game week is, yeah, I think we just do Bane and Book. I also think it's not crazy to only do one champion. I only do one champion lineup this game week. I could do a Luka next. I think that's going to be it though. And then I might just do a contender after that. This is a fire lineup though, right? No, Fox is fine. I think Fox is fine. Yeah, I think Fox is fine. We'll go back over to projections here and I can answer more of your questions because I haven't been paying attention to a lot of them. I've been trying to do it in real time. Let's see. All right, what do we got? You don't want, yeah, so Fox was the last thing. All right, start firing your questions. Oh, baby. You know what? Fuck your questions because we got George St. Ledger in the house. George, what's going on, baby?
Yeah, how we doing? Good to be back. It's been a while.
Good to have you back. How are you? What's life up to? What's going on?
Life is very busy. Bit of fun, grinding away. Not as much Sorare NBA to start the season as I kind of wanted it to be. But we're having fun, and it's better late than never. I think is the age-old phrase for it. So I don't know where we're at currently in the show. I've kind of just jumped in.
No, you're good. Well, I think I was just explaining that I might be only doing one champion lineup this game week because all of my MVPs are dead. But I'm running out. Oh wait, what? I blew that up too much there. I'm running out here a Devin Booker, a Denny Avdia, Nikola Jokic, Desmond Bane, and Tristan Vukcevic because the Washington Wizards somehow Marvin Bagley being ruled out is a really big deal. But Marvin Bagley and Alex Sarr both got ruled out, so Vukcevic is going to have to do a ton of cardio today. So at a cap of 5, that starts getting a little fun. That's a little spicy, but that's it. We're just starting to get into questions. But how have you started poking around at the slate at all?
I set some lineups earlier today, which is, and I said this last time, because I've been able to jump into some of the streams towards the back end of them.
Yeah,
at the start of the year, and it feels like this year more than ever that every bit of any lineups that I create in anticipation of the lock, I kind of just have to throw away about 30 minutes into the end of it this year, it seems, which has been fun, and that's one of the nice things about it. Also, one of the bad things about the setup that we have, but we take what we're given for it.
That's right. I can't tell if you were here. I think it was the most recent game week. It was either the most recent one or 2 ago. Maybe it was last Friday where it was just straight chaos. It was like 100 people got ruled out in the last like 35 minutes or something like that, which makes for fun. Like it's exciting to try to like figure out your lineups in that way, but only if you have no life and you're very available,
Yeah. No, it's an interesting one as well this year. I mean, we haven't spoken really in terms of on the new like format and everything that's been around for it in terms of the gameplay changes. I feel like there's less to do as well this year in terms of the lock, which is, a positive and a negative in some aspects for it. But like for classic stuff, it's kind of just 3 lineups and you're done now. You don't have to worry about, you're not a champion, not a contender, not an underdog. We haven't had a special event yet. So it's kind of like,
yeah, and I don't even know if we're gonna have a special event. It feels like, and I don't know who would be running it if they did one. But yeah, you're right. The elimination of the classic stuff has changed that a little bit. Where there's still a lot of like, you're like, oh, do I use this for my quick play or do I use this for this streak or that streak? The streak stuff has been dope. And I know you were probably already aware of a lot of that on the football side of stuff, but as a noob to it, and especially because I hit streak 4 last game week, 2 games a week ago for limited for a little 1K. I think it's a good addition and that they should do more of it.
I think it's they tested it out on the soccer stuff. I think they'll keep rolling that out towards the NBA, and then I think they can use it as like a promo thing every now and then where they can boost the streaks and things like that. It'd be cool to see, like, because I've actually been doing the one where I haven't played any in season stuff yet. I'm the noob on the in season for the NBA. I'm sticking to classic for the time being, but I have been doing the streaks on the common side of things, and it's kind of like, it scratches the itch that you kind of then want to push into it, and then. There's some things that we'll say for another time later on for why I've not jumped into it yet. But no, I think it's been a pretty solid start. So I don't know where we're at in terms of where we've addressed the sort of bomber news that was dropped this afternoon. Or
I talked about it a little bit earlier. I think, and I'd love to get your thoughts on it. But my point was, and for people freaking out about questions. We've got like an hour and 10 minutes before lock, so we got plenty of time. We got plenty of time to get there. My take was just that, like, don't spin that news to me in a way that you are telling me it's positive. So like when all that information, I'm receiving this information, you're like, hey, you know what's exciting? The product is crushing, and that also good news. Everybody responsible for the NBA product doesn't work here anymore. And like, you don't lie to me, bro. You don't have to lie to me. You can just tell me like you had to make cuts and you've got a fundraise coming up and all that stuff. So that, to me, that was a bummer. Cause like you said, it feels like it was off to a pretty good start on the NBA side of stuff. And so it feels weird for them 1 month into the season to like cut the cord. And I just feel bad for our guy, John, who was just being like, hey, what's up? Sorare Solana. And he had to do all that work for it, and then to get taken out at the knees was brutal. I don't know. What was your reaction as you were like finding that out?
It's more just like, obviously the start of the year, we had the renewal for 3 years more of Sorare NBA, which I thought would get done anyway. There was no indications why it wouldn't have
easy
happened.
dub.
But I think it was a bit, and I didn't really like as well the way. Look, again, the way that these threads get done, there's probably a team of 10 people that have gone through this and everything like that. It's buried in the middle for a reason, which I wasn't really a fan of, and I don't think that comes across great for classic users. But again, at the same token, I get the impression they're not as fussed with the classic user as
I don't think so
as they was in comparison to maybe 2 years ago now. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty gutted for it, because I mean, I've been over. Obviously, I've not been over there loads, but I've been to the US office, and there's a great team there. There's a great group of people, and they're the reason the product is what it is, and it's why it's the best fantasy sports product on the basketball side of things, definitely. That's out there. So it was a bit of a curveball considering all of the noise that's been coming out of it since the renewal for the next 3 years, especially. So I'm intrigued to see where it goes next. Who kind of picks up the mantle now in terms of. From that side of things, who's the point of call? I'm very sad because John was a fucking great dude. So
I know.
It's just what it is.
I don't think I said this on stream, but there was a funny moment. Funny, like, not haha, I guess, but I was in the Sorare NBA Discord, just kind of like monitoring it, and I saw somebody tag him, and they were like, "Hey, man, John, I put in a ticket yesterday. Is that still gonna?" Like get, and I was like, dude, you didn't fucking work here, man. Like, what you don't like the guy that does, if you're trying to return a sweater and the guy from Old Navy doesn't work there anymore, you don't go find the guy. Like, what are you doing?
I'm not sure that's top of John's priority list right now, if we'll say that. Let's just put it like that.
I couldn't believe it. But yeah, anyways, we don't have to dwell on it too long. The thing that I kept saying too, like, I'm not saying this is doom and gloom for the product either. I'm not saying it's cooked or anything like that. It's just it's a super bummer. It's a super bummer, and it put my antennas up just a little. I'll be paying attention a little bit more to stuff around the edges than I had in the past. But and like you said, a curveball. Just didn't expect it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You have any hot takes heading into the weekend? We got the NBA Cup tonight. Is there any plays you're super excited about? Anything you're like focusing on right now?
Super excited about is, a stretch. Like we said, I think every MVP, it's that classic. I always refer to the meme one where it's just the guy that shoots him on the sofa and he's like, what happened to all the MVPs? That's kind of what's in my head for it.
Yeah.
I keep getting burned by the ghost of Desmond Bain. I always fall for the projection on him, and then he just doesn't ever do anything for me.
Yeah.
So I'll probably go back to that well once more.
I just put him in mind.
I think this could be the last time that I'm there for old Bane. I like Jakob Pertl tonight, but that's just because I think he's the funny outside of Nikola Jokic. He's the funniest NBA player in the league for how good he is versus what his appearance actually is as well. So, and outside of that, when I was looking down some of the slate side of things, like a part of me just from being on this platform since the first season really wants like Bruce Brown to have a great week, but then I actually watched a Denver Nuggets game and realized, okay, no, the numbers are lying to me somewhere because what I'm seeing with my eyes ain't saying the same what's on these spreadsheets and projections. So
it's not the same. It's not the same guy that we saw a couple years ago, and his role's different too. Like even with people out, like I think they're more excited to go to Peyton Watson than they are Bruce Brown. Not that he's a bad basketball player, but a bad fantasy basketball player at this point.
Yeah.
In your Desmond Bane point, I'm hoping he scores enough points this game week that we can't play him the next game week. Like get his cap up high enough that I don't have to play him anymore because he was in my lineup when I hit the fourth streak, and it was that overtime game against Houston, I think, and I was like, I needed like 2 fantasy points to win $1,000, and I'm like, come on, man. And he got there, but it was not the prettiest of stuff. So, Matt too saying he's going to be a cap 32 next game week. So that's right around the spot where we don't have to play him anymore. I like the Jakob Pertl call though too, especially because again, you're gonna have to Google what Tristan Vukcevic looks like because it's not Nikola Vucevic, but that is their only center. Like truly, the Wizards roster right now. Let me just like run through who they have available tonight because it is a scary scene. And none of them are like 7 feet tall. So Alex, go ahead.
The thing I remember from Vukcevic last year was he had some like unbelievable stretch towards the back end of the season with a game against Miami that was really, really strong. But I remember grabbing, I've got one of his classic rare cards. So at this point, I might sell him because I'm really not sure if it's going to be worth me playing him in classic
probably
or
not.
what he might be going for. But I think the thing that I just remembered for him is hearing Vukcevic. For like the first 3 times, I was convinced people were trying to tell me to play Vucevic.
Yeah.
And we're just getting this wrong. And it's actually, it's the Italian guy that plays for the Wizards.
And they like the Wizards hate playing him. So like Keyshawn George, they've got Keyshawn George, the corpses of CJ McCollum and Chris Middleton. They have Cam Whitmore. Speaking of guys they hate playing, Bilal Coulibaly's back, playing like 30 minutes a game. It's Malachi Branham, Bub Carrington, Trey Johnson, Corey Kispert. Like they have no bigs, man. They have no bigs. So if there was ever a time for him to get there, it would be now. But it's scary. But a cap of five, you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, I think I was looking at some of the other things on the slates because I can't lie. The NBA Cup nights I love.
Yeah,
this whole thing since it's come in. All right, granted, when they was calling it the Emirates stuff and they were really pushing it before. I love everything that comes around the NBA Cup for it because it's completely it's done what it had to do. It's improved the start of the regular season.
Yeah,
right, tenfold.
And moving it to once a week instead of twice a week. Remember, like they waited a month and
Tuesday, Fridays before, and you just
once a week for the whole
doing?
2 months. Beautiful, chef's
yeah.
kiss.
I love it. I love all of the absolutely crazy court, like Anthony Edwards glowing green due to the color that's on the floor.
Beautiful.
I love everything that comes with it. The thing though that I'll still not really understand here, it came for the first time up on the feed where there was all these different permutations and like teams have to win by X amount at this point and then they lose and come. And I'm like, oh no, we're in November. Don't give me these like calculus equations like we're at the last week of the playoff season for it. But I did see that the Heat Bulls game today has a 250 point over. And I'm just like, I'd love it to happen. But whenever it's almost like when there's something too good to be true, it never is. And I just feel like they're 2 teams with unbelievable pace. Jaime Jaquez, yes, granted, is going to have
the best play of the slate.
Jaime Jaquez is going to have 400 RAs alone probably in this game from if the line is set what it is. So I just really want that game to be a silly, crazy score. We haven't seen like a dumb one this year yet. There's been a lot of high-scoring games, but yeah,
we definitely haven't seen a dumb one without Utah. Utah and Chicago did some crazy shit last week, but my rule this year has been targeting 2 teams. It's whoever the Miami Heat are playing and it's whoever the Portland Trailblazers are playing. And both of those teams are like fine defensive teams, but they play like they're on speed. Like they are.
They have a
just
10-second shot clock every
they're just
possession.
flying around. Like I think Steph Curry tonight is somebody like well, first of all, it's like Jaime Jaquez. He's going to cap at 35 and a projection at 39. So everyone's going to look at that and they're going to be like, whatever. There's no Andrew Wiggins. There's no Nikola Jovic. He's going to play 30-ish minutes, and it's in this insane environment. On the Underdog app, he's like my highest owned guy today. He's going to go nuts. I love Jaime. And then on the Portland side of stuff too, like Steph Curry's another guy where like if we pull up his he's going to cap at 39. I mean, that actually is a solid projection. It's only one game, and I'm sure people are going to be freaked out about one game. I think Steph, no Drew Holiday tonight for Portland either. So that's like the one on ball defender. I guess like Tamani Kamara might get him. And then if that happens, Jimmy Butler's going to go nuts. They've got one defender left. So that Golden State Portland game is going to be fun. You will be fast asleep by the time that game comes on, but that's a fun one.
It's potentially. I've stayed up for some of the NBA Cup night because it falls on a Friday as well. It's a little bit easier for it.
Yeah.
So I'll stay up for at least the East Coast ones for it. But the thing around that as well in terms of on that game in particular, and this is where I've kind of been enjoying the new format that we've had this year.
Mhm.
I didn't play much of it at the start. I've really got into the arena thing. I think it's quite cool. I quite like the arena for the classic stuff. I think the classic competitions in general for rare and super rare are pretty pointless. Limited still pretty good, but rare and super rare is pretty pointless. But the arena and the missions are pretty fun. So that's why I've been kind of having a look. So then I've just remembered when you mentioned it, I have a little Corey Kisbert in the club, so it could be Kisbert.
Oh, there we go.
Now. So
there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll shout out Patrick Coyne in the chat. He is the person who gave me this hat. I do like this hat. Yeah, the arena stuff's great. My only thing is like, let me create a private arena. You know, why can't we have live before lock arenas?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Right?
I don't know why that isn't a thing. I'm sure they said one. Maybe I'm thinking of seeing something where people were asking for that, but I'm sure that's a thing that's been asked for before.
Well, I look forward to talking to the new devs over in Paris to making it happen.
I assume, that is such a. The more I think about it, it is wild. What are we in? Game week 7, 8?
Yeah,
I don't know.
We're today marks the 1 month anniversary of the start of the season.
Like, it is wild that it's happened there.
Yeah,
and there's been like no, I don't know, like. Because it's just nuts.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Jaren Jackson, if someone's doubtful, they very rarely get
5. I don't even think 5% they get upgraded to playing, especially if they get downgraded to doubtful. They never play if they're downgraded.
Right. And also good news. Now you don't have to play Jaren Jackson Jr. because he's going to project well, his cap's low, and he sucks. You can't play Santi Aldama, Zach Edey, Vince Williams, Coward. That's it. No, those are the only Grizzlies we have left. All right, we are gonna start to get into your questions here in a second. George, do you mind? Can you cook solo for like 30 seconds?
I can cook solo.
You got that in you?
Have you got to use the little boys' room? Is this what it needs to be?
Yeah, I really do.
Hey, you've been live for an hour. Wow, I didn't realize you've been live for an hour.
Yeah, okay, we're in the 2 hour zone now. We got to appease the YouTube gods.
Hey, Mike, treat yourself. Take 45. take 45 seconds. Take 45 seconds.
We'll see. I wish I could.
Throw some questions at me in the chat. We'll run through it. I have top tier projections. I know Mike has left it on the screen, but I also have top tier projections. I can whip it up in front of me, and we can go through some of that stuff right now. Is Sorare NBA shutting down? I don't feel like I'm in the most appropriate nor official place to comment on that one. But what I will say is not for at least another 3 seasons, David, is where we have for that one. They signed a new legacy or license deal for the next 3 seasons to cover it. They've just moved the US office out. They've basically canned it in the middle of the season, and no other update from it, which apart from one tweet. And there wasn't even the thanks for all of the work that the team has done on it, which I thought was a little bit, to put it in the middle of a thread. I wish it would have been better from there. How are you feeling about the weather warnings in the UK? Ian, I can't lie. I haven't seen any weather warnings. It's just damn cold right now, but I'm there for it. We're in November. I want it to be cold. Do the Trump tariffs affect Sorare? Well, the super rare market has never been lower, so maybe we need Trump to come in and look at the super rare market. But there we go for it. Spider or Jalen Johnson? I would go Jalen Johnson. Hello, George. Best under 35 cap and 43 cap. Do you know what, DJ? I'm going to have a little look for that right now for you. I do have to avert my gaze as the issue with one of my setups is my laptop's here for it. In terms of under, what was we saying? 25? I've lost the comment. 35 and under 43. Bam Adebayo is your guy for under 35 tonight is what we're saying. Bam Adebayo is definitely a guy. Outside of that, Steph Curry, probably your best bet for 43. DJ, I hope that answers your questions. If you don't have one already, I'd consider hitting up the market. And now we're back, so I don't have to talk about Trump anymore due to Sorare NBA shutting down on its taxes. That's where the conversation went to.
We're doing tariffs in the chat. Yeah,
Link, good stuff.
Link was shouting out Billy. I don't. Have you messed around with the lineup import at all? Though I know you've been doing. Yeah,
it's amazing. The only thing it doesn't do is the arena, but like, I mean, I'm not going to cry at that, but I think that's because I have to slide. I do really like that slide thing. It feels like I'm just like, yeah, man, nice. I'm ripping off the Band-Aid and throwing away some hard-earned essence. But
it does feel nice.
The import feature is great.
Yeah, the import one is fun.
If there was like the full slate of like 9 classic competitions that you had to do last year, that would genuinely be a lifesaver. This year, though, because we need to do like 5, I'm kind of like, I can do this on my own, but I'm still going to use the feature because also the API says so rare data, and that gives me a little bit of emotion.
I do wonder too if even like the top tier people are like, man, if I knew you were going to limit the contest like this, we wouldn't have created the import.
Billy's like, for God's sake, man, we spent so long working on this.
All right, so less than or equal to what do we say? 18. You didn't. Did you answer this one already?
I didn't.
From Sun Media. All right, so it's going to be the Nuggets guys. The Nuggets guys are going to be the ones that project the best. John Collins is going to project well, but good fucking luck. Ace Bailey, Cam Whitmore got a little bit of a boost there from the Wizards bros. Jordan Walsh is down there. Bruce Brown we mentioned. Derek Lively, but I thought they have 2 games. Maybe they're just projecting him to play 1 because of the back-to-back. He did move into the starting lineup. He looked good. He looked good in his return, so you go down there as well. Sun Media. All right. I don't know how you feel about this. Like, again, this is back to Memphis. You got Gigi Jackson here projects for nothing. So he doesn't project, which is wrong. He's going to cap a 6. He'll probably project for like 15, let's say, maybe a little less than that. Or Justin Champagnie for the Wizards, who also projects for 15. Do you feel comfortable, good, anything with those guys?
I'm thinking again, hell yeah, Champagnie had like 5 threes the other night or something like that. No, Justin. The Gigi Jackson, I just remember from the Grizzlies tanking part, and him and was it Jacob Gilliard that just turned into like Kobe and Shaq for a little while, and they were unbelievable. If I'm remembering that rightly, I might be remembering that wrong. But do you know what? These are the weeks where the gambles pay off. Yep. When there aren't the big boy MVPs and everyone has somewhat of a similar MVP and it's not spread between Jokic, Wemby, all of them. When people have the same MVPs, this is where it's worth the risk on throwing out those sort of fringe players, because if they go off low ownership, you're the one that benefits.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I would take Ant and Buzelis in this matchup, Jew. And then, this is a good question. Joker Rock said, is Bam's projection kill Ware's ceiling? Man, I'm having a tough time with it because, yes, I would say yes, it does. Like, Bam coming back definitely limits Khalil Ware's ceiling, but Wiggins and Jovic are out. And so that does, like, if you told me Khalil Ware plays 27 minutes, I feel like he could get there, especially tonight against Vooch. I don't know, though. I mean, it's really thin, right? Like, I feel like there's probably, like you were just talking about the risk reward thing. There's a ton of risk there, but I don't know. You getting there?
Yeah, I mean, the alternate thing as well is that obviously I know he played nearly 30 minutes against the Warriors, but Bam is just coming back. They might ease him in a little bit,
It's true.
In a fast-paced game, if he gets in foul trouble early, especially also, I'd love to see what happens if that Vucevic gets in foul trouble early. Like, what on earth do the Wizards?
Right?
not different situations for it, but what on earth are they actually going to do?
Yeah, they'd be screwed. They'd have to do like a find a fan or something in the audience to play. I would go with the first one here. Bane projects so good, and so does Denny, Booker, and Curry. So, yeah, that's why I would just do that. Cooper Flagger, Hartenstein. We haven't talked about Cooper at all. I definitely play him over Hartenstein. He projects for 42, where Hartenstein projects for 35. And also, Flag's kind of in a good spot tonight, right? Against, I believe it's against the Pelicans. I feel like that's pretty solid. I know he hasn't really shown a ton of ceiling, but man, if D'Lo sits too, he's gonna have to play a little bit
Is
more.
D'Lo? Oh yeah, is D'Lo doubtful now?
Well, questionable. So I don't think we
Okay.
have. I don't think we have a lean one way or the other, but I do like it that it's against the Pelicans. I feel like that game could get, no, they're not playing a team that they're going to lose by 42, which doesn't happen all the time with the Mavericks, All right, we got Jaime, Pritchard, Ingram, or I'm assuming this is PJ Washington. I'm of the mindset that Jaime Hawkins is going to score like 50 fantasy points tonight.
I can. I mean, the game total's 250, so I'm not going to sit there and argue with it. And these are people that are smarter than us that are setting these lines. So, I think the Jaime Harkis one's definitely a shout. I would then probably put Ingram, Washington, Pritchard for Sorare purposes. Yeah, I'd probably put them. Wow, I think low key one of my favorite watches this season. The Raptors have been very entertaining to watch this year. If they stay injury free, they're a great team to watch.
Yeah, Raptors have been so fun. We just got word Allen is going to be out while Garland and Tyson are both going to be in. That's kind of a big deal for like the Pacers suck against bigs. And I know Evan Mobley's not your typical big, but that makes Mobley like pretty good. But no Allen. I'm surprised by that. I thought Allen was going to play. I
assume Garland will be on some form of restriction.
Yeah, they said Tyson too. I think Tyson's also going to have a minute restriction. Somebody's asking about Drew Smith there. He projects for 19 points. Corey Kispert, you shouted him out. Man, he's been dog shit this year, but like even with all this stuff, he only projects for 15. He's been tough.
Oh.
I know. Sorry. I'm sorry. All right, we got Scotty, Denny, Lowry, or Melo. Melo in trade rumors. Lowry in the Dort report. I feel like it's really just between Denny and Scotty of this combo. I'm like Team Denny for everything right now, but I'd listen to Scotty against Washington.
Yeah, I'd probably have Denny there, but Scotty as a second pick, and then I wouldn't really think about the other two. Laurie's gonna surely he's gonna have a high cap as well. Like he's gonna be mid-40s at this point.
I did not realize he's averaging 30 points a game right now.
It's just that I'm gonna score as many points as I want, and no one's gonna tell me otherwise. So
him and maybe my favorite player to watch right now, Keontae George, who's just hitting insane shot after insane shot.
That's a great. My favorite player to watch at the minute is Derek Queen, but we're going to move away from that one.
I also listen. I'm never a fan of people getting fired, as we discussed earlier in this show. But since Willie Green left, having Derek Queen and Zion start, I did not think they were going to play together. Starting those two together is insane, and I'm here for it. That's like league pass heaven right there. People are asking about Rudy. Man, I'm just never playing Rudy. So, like, somebody asked about Rudy or Dante. Rudy projects for 30. Dante projects for 30. Give me Dante. And then the other one was Rudy or I've already forgotten. Coward. I mean, Coward's been like the one bright spot of Memphis. Rudy projects a little bit better, but if Jaren's not going to play, give me Coward.
I haven't seen. I don't know if the TCP's updated since the news. I doubt it. It would be interesting to see what Thomas Bryant is sitting at. If that game gets into silly blowout points from the Cavs, Thomas Bryant gets a little bit more of a run out. Pacers do suck. The issue is it is Thomas Bryant.
Yeah.
So who his probably most notable thing was being on Selling Sunset more than being in the NBA. So that's probably where we're at for it.
I honestly, man, I can't believe Thomas Bryant's name just got brought up. That's how you know George is back, baby. All right, I know I'm behind on questions. I'm not used to having guests. This is nice. So we were talking about Toronto. He said RJ or IQ. I have been of the mindset that these are like the same players. You know what I mean? Like it's Scotty Barnes, clearly the best Raptor from a fantasy perspective and basketball perspective. And then there's like Brandon Ingram. There's a big gap. Then it's Brandon Ingram, a little gap, and then IQ and RJ and Pirtle. Like they're all the same to me. So I would just say flip a coin. I don't know if you have a strong lean one way or the other,
No,
but they're the same.
I wouldn't say I have a strong lean either way. The thing is as well, I just remember, to me, it's still like, oh damn, they're on the Raptors, they're not on the Knicks. And in my head, RJ Barrett still plays for the Knicks. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, just need to adjust myself here. But no, I would say if I had to pick one, I would say I think probably quickly, just because he's got a bit more of potentially a 3-ball threat.
Yeah, I'm with you on that too. This is going to be Watson. And I know what though. I was like poo-pooing the Watson projection, but I don't really trust Bogey or Clowney, either of those. Rank Luca SG. I mean, David? I feel like you're just trying to see if you can break me. I definitely don't play Anthony Davis, right? Because he's not playing. So he's coming in third.
Do you
SGA,
think?
Say that again.
I was going to say, do you? I mean, okay, SGA is not going to be here. It's the Luca one. I think the SGA one. You know, he probably won't even play the fourth quarter. He's not played much of the fourth quarter this season anyway, so it's that thing. But do you think they're going to trade him? Are you believing the?
Yeah, I do. I mean,
then Mark Cuban was like, "Hell no, we want to win." I'm like, "Yeah, but you traded Lucas. You don't really." So
I didn't know Mark Cuban was working for the Mavs again. Like I was like, "Oh, thanks for weighing in, man."
Yeah, he was really quiet when the whole city was just like, "Nah, man, how can we trade Luka Doncic away?" And now all of a sudden he's in active trade talks for the Mavs. So I'm like, "Where was you then?" But
yeah. We still don't know about Jabari Smith Jr. here. Is Cam Whitmore is not good, but you can go there if you want to. Amon Thompson here projects for 39. I do kind of like him tonight, but for a full game week, I don't know. I don't think Al Horford gets good minutes. I don't think Al Horford will ever get good minutes anymore, and he shouldn't because he's my age. He's my age. All right, here we go. Now it is live before lock. JT Chels asks Luka Garza, Landry Shamet, Mitch Robinson, or Vit Krejci, baby.
It's good to be back, man. This is what it really is about.
I think Shamet's probably got. Shamet projects a little bit better there. Robinson.
Is this Shamet's first game since he got engaged?
Oh, I didn't know he got engaged. Is it that just happened?
I saw a tweet, and I'm pretty confident it was like "You're my world, my rock," and then it was a picture of hand in hands.
Wow.
And there may have been a ring there, so you could. And did he hit a game winner the other day, or am I?
I mean, he scored I think it was 26 or 30 points the other night. But
does lightning strike twice though? Does lightning strike twice?
Yeah,
that's what you got to ask yourself.
That's what I was saying. Where people were asking me about it after he did, I was like, "Don't he's not doing this again." So Vit Krejci actually is the one that projects the best out of these four. I think I would put Shamet first, but Krejci, I just want to point him out because Onyeka Okongwu, we just got a report that he's questionable tomorrow, which for Atlanta, which gives a nice little boost to Porzingis because we haven't seen him on the injury report. And that is a boost to Krejci as well. So you could do it. Drew Smith or Middleton. God. Drew Smith, I guess, because he's got knees. Denny or Booker. That I kind of think Denny here, but where are you between these two? I mean, Book's got 2 games. Denny, I think, has 2 games, or does he have 1? Denny has 2 games too.
I don't love the matchup that Booker's got tonight for it. I can't remember his head-to-heads every time he plays the Timberwolves, but I don't think he plays that great.
So I'll tell you this. I think it's Denny. I'm team Denny. Also, we just got Kobe White is out. Wow. Okay. That is surprising. Kobe White is out, but Trey Jones is available. So that's kind of interesting. Trey Jones is a little bit sneaky because, again, this environment's so fun. I thought Kobe White was a good to go. So that's pretty surprising. Oh, sorry. What I was going to say about the Denny Booker thing, if Jaden McDaniels is ruled out, I'll give Booker a little bit of a bump there tonight, especially. But I'm with you. I'm team Denny. Let's see. RJ, quickly, we answered that one. Wow, I'm so behind on the chat, huh? Oh, no, only a couple of minutes. Rank Tatum, Halley, or Jordan. I'll fight each and every one of you guys. All right, Benedict says I'm going with SGA as an MVP in one of my teams because they need the point differential in the cup. Yeah, that was something I wrote about today, which a reminder, I'm going to drop a link to that too if you haven't subscribed yet. We're going to share screen and do it again. because we need to get those numbers up. Every morning, been writing up a little write up on the night
hello.
slate, especially if you're doing like either pick'ems or if you're in the DFS streets, just called Bagel with Locks. Nice little play on words right there.
Nice.
But yeah, I was writing up how the Thunder are their only loss came in cup play, so maybe they do want to beat the shit out of the Jazz. But I actually don't think they care about the cup because they're adults and they and they can just win regardless. But yeah, go check that out if you haven't done it yet. But that is a good shout there. Someone's asked about Mark Williams, or Meto's asked about Mark Williams or PJ Washington. Two men I love, but man, Mark Williams is just not going to play 30 minutes, right?
No, like I don't know what he's been playing. It's just Mark Williams, so it's just kind of like he's probably going to have some form of back issue.
Yeah,
but yeah,
he's PJ projects like a hair better, but it's close either way. Taylor Hendricks, is he playing ball right now? I feel like I got to take it. He projects for 8. There you go, Alan. If you need 8 fantasy points, Taylor Hendricks is your guy this weekend. Have you been watching any of the Phoenix Suns, by the way?
They've been better than people would give them credit for.
Yeah,
that's pretty much where I'm going to be for that. So, it's hard to root for it. Like, I find myself flip flopping on like Dylan Brooks as well in terms of like, do I actually like you? No, I do. Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, no. But you know, I don't think the weird thing is the Suns have been good, but Booker's not been great.
Yeah, it's funny. Like if you were just box score watching, you're like, oh, from like a fantasy perspective, you're like, Booker's a little disappointing. And then if you're watching them play, you're like, oh, Booker's the adult in the room, and Phoenix is playing good basketball. Yeah, it's been pretty wild. Joachim's asked about Porzingis. I do think he's going to play. I feel like because we got the Okongwu Q tag already from Atlanta, and we didn't get a Porzingis Q tag. Like they love to rule out Porzingis, and they didn't. So also
Trey Jones minute restriction 20 to 24. Not sure how many would have played outside of that, but yeah.
Yeah, so you can't go to Trey Jones now. I mean, I guess that's a little bit of a boost for Ayo Dosunmu then, who's already got like pretty secure minutes. But honestly, I bet we just see Giddy play like 48 and Bucelis. Actually, I know they're not the same position, but that's probably more.
Bucelis is a great shout.
Yeah, he's probably, and again, a fast-paced environment. Like I don't know if you have any tiebreakers tonight where you can't decide between one player or another. Just pick that game. John Collins and Dante DiVincenzo or Shitmore and Porzingis.
Shitmore.
I can't take credit for that. That was in the chat earlier. I forget who said that now. So whoever said Shitmore, you get credit. I don't know.
I would.
Collins
man,
sucks, right?
John Collins, man. We're nearly in 2026. We can't keep doing this.
He's so but they can't keep getting away with this.
Yeah. It's the John Collins into what does this mean? But no, I would go Whitmore and Porzingis is where I'd land on that one. But it's
I think so too. I think so too. Jamal Sheed, yeah, sure. You want to get to Jamal Sheed? Go ahead. Live a little with Jamal Sheed. Somebody asked he projects for 20, by the way. And let me just rattle off a couple because you asked less than or equal to cap of 16. We'll sort that by projection. So yeah, still a lot of the Denver guy, right? Cameron Johnson's up there, Scam, Shipmore, Jordan Walsh, Bruce Brown, Kobe Sanders, who doesn't have a card but projects through the moon. Vucevic, who we talked about, Chris Murray, Shep. I would not play Ben Shepherd. That's my hot take. And then Mo Gay's down there. Sean, Mo Gay gets a little bit of a boost with the Porzingis news. I mean, the Onyeka news, and then Sean James and Drew Eubanks. You couldn't pay me to play Drew Eubanks. You could not. Rank Dort, Watson, and Vince Jr. Man, Vince Williams Jr., if there's no Jaren Jackson Jr. and no Ja again. What did he have, like 15 assists last night?
I was about to say, was that where he had like a crazy dimes game?
Yeah.
I would go Vince Jr., Dort, Watson.
Yeah, I think I would do the same thing. Oh, I might put Watson in front of Dort, but I'm with you. Vince should be first. Keldon, yeah, we can pull up Keldon here. Keldon's been balling with everybody missing game. Oh, wait, did the Spurs not have? Oh, no, sorry. This is what it was. Sorry about that. Keldon projects for 24. I'm going to take the over on that 24 projection. And then we got our guy, Amoon. Amoon knows how to do it. You want me to answer your question right away in a prompt manner? Give me some money. Is it Trey Murphy, Keontae, or Vucevic? I'll just give you the projections. Murphy projects for 43 with the 2 games. Also, one of those 2 games will be for sure without Zion. He's not going to play both. Vucevic has 46, and then Keontae, who's got the OKC matchup tonight, projects for 40. So Vucevic projects for the best. Is that how you would rank them? Vucci, then Trey, and then Keontae?
Yeah, that's probably where I'd lean for it.
I think I would too. Galactic, yeah, this lineup is great. Lots of people asking about Dort stuff, so let's just play the Dort drop while I pull it up. There we go. Yeah, he projects for 22. I know we've played this already, but have you been here for this, George?
Oh, is this the bloody Harrison Barnes thing?
I think we got to do it again, man. I think we got to do it again.
Is it the AI slop video thing?
It is.
Oh, for
It is.
God's sake, yeah.
And it's just incredible that it's coming from Mr.
These hands.
Yeah, that's right. We got to do it again. It's a banger. Harrison Barnes is in play tonight. It's in play. Hold on, here we go. Yeah.
Same hands that work the pain.
Woo!
Same hands I fold in prayer.
I
12
love
years
that he
and I'm
double
still
dribbled.
learning what
Not
it
there.
means to really care.
Ready? Bang. Power dribble.
See me on
Power
the
dribble.
court
Power dribble.
tonight, but that ain't all I am. From Ames to San Antonio, trying to serve a bigger plan. These hands that give, these hands that live,
What's
more
it?
than
High five.
buckets, more than win.
Woo!
These hands that give, these hands that reach
Beauty.
to every child that needs to live.
Every child that needs to live is a lyric. Not to be confused with the childs that don't.
Oh,
Just how much do you think he got paid for that?
I don't know. Do you know it'd be better if he wasn't?
Yeah, and he's just like, honestly,
He was just like, do you know what? This
Banger.
slaps.
it's a
I'm posting
banger.
this out. Just let me promo it.
Jaylen Brown projects for 47. That was asked. I would give me actually like literally, I think it might be Vucevic over Vucci main over KD. Yeah, I think Vuce projects. Yeah, like 6 points better. KD like is an absolute killer, but he's not cooking. So the Javon Carter was projecting for 0, but that was before the news. I think he's probably projecting for like 10, maybe a little bit more. PJ projects for 40. No PJ drop yet. We can't do back to back. It is a banger, yeah. Oh, McDaniels is in. Brown and Porzingis. Oh, this is okay. This is all you. JB and Porzingis or Denny and Bucelis.
Oh, Denny and Buzelis all day.
Yeah,
Denny and Buzelis.
I think I'm with you.
It's not the sexier names, but it's the better play.
Yeah, I'm with you. Derek Queen, Brandon Williams, or Josh Hart. You can only get one. Man, Queen, I feel like it's just Derek Queen. He's just got too much vibes. He projects for 37. Hart is 30. Oh, no, that's Hartenstein. Hart is 30. And then Williams will get a boost if D'Lo's out, but he projects for 32. But Queen, man, even if he's playing next to Zion, he's cooking, right?
Yeah, that's an easy Derek Queen for me. I don't feel like it's going to be a Josh Hart night. You always know when it's a Josh Hart night, I feel.
Yeah. You need a couple guys to be out too. Harrison Barnes found the video with these hands. A plus Weisberg. Rare W for Weisberg in the chat. We got paid. Let's go, Pady. Good to see you. Bucelis, Reed, Nemby, and Kada. Man, Nimi's been good, but I think it's probably Jokerok, Bucelis, Reed, Kada, Nembhard. I think I'd have Nembhard.
Yeah,
maybe
I'd go there as well.
Yeah. Would you play Shadur Sanders? I don't think I would this game week. I don't think I would.
I didn't really understand the hype for that as well. Like he looked awful, and then it was like, oh, what a performance of everything. He just threw one pass.
It doesn't make any sense, man.
But
High scoring projecting game is the one we were just talking about. The Bulls and the Heat. I think it's like 247 or 240. Something stupid like that.
it's 250 now. I just checked. It's 250.
Is the next highest one like the Warriors, or it might be Raptors Wizards, but it's like a 10-point gap, I think.
No, it's Pacers Cavs.
Wow, Pacers Cavs. Wow.
Pacers Cavs 241.
Wow. Oh, maybe because everybody's out for Portland. Wow. I keep going back to Kobe White being out. Josh Giddey is just gonna run wild. Bam or Jaime Jaquez? That's how well Jaime Jaquez is playing. Is that we're like it is Bam. It's Bam, but I love.
I don't know
Jaime.
if it is that. I really don't know if it's such a weird one because he's only 2 games back from that injury. If Khalil Ware's playing good, it should be Bam. It should be Bam, but like in that team,
I think Bam. So I think Bam was on pace to play like 32 minutes, but then that game kind of blew out a little bit in Golden State. But listen, you know what I'll say? It's never fun to play Bam. Like it feels like he disappoints way more than he makes you excited. And Jaime Jaquez is just vibes. Well, the best part about Jaime, he's probably not going to start. And then all of a sudden, he's going to come off the bench with like 6 minutes left, 5 minutes left in the first quarter. And he's immediately going to have like 4, 3, and 3. And you're like, we've made it. So listen, on the Underdog app, Jaime Jaquez is the highest owned guy that I have. So I'm whatever. Let's just plant the flag. Jaime Jaquez is nice. It's Jaime Jaquez nice. Bucelis Eldama or Keyshawn George. Honestly, man, Keyshawn George with no song. Like Keyshawn George is going to have to do everything offensively tonight. Just put up 27, 7, and 7 against the Timberwolves. Raptors is like a pretty good matchup. No Sar, no Bagley. Like maybe he's playing backup center minutes. I don't know. Is Con Knipple your rookie of the year right now, George?
It's hard pressed to not be Colin Knipple.
So
is what
good,
we'll
man.
say. I do love the like rookie every now and then when you see the current power rankings of rookie of the year, and it's like every 4 games. And I'm like, okay, we need to chill here, but because they just swap it around every minute. But no, he's been unbelievable. It's his team now. That's what that was the best thing. It was like LaMelo wants out, and it's like okay.
Con's team, man. He's been too good. He's been too good. All right. And I don't think I'd get to Dalen Terry. I think that might be a little too thin, even though Trey Jones is out. Trey Jones is limited and Kobe White's out. I don't think I'm getting there. But yeah, I think that's it. Why don't I'm going to go build a contender lineup because I still haven't done that yet. And then maybe if you think any of this is garbage here, I was looking at maybe acquiring a Bam Adebayo, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm just going to go the Miami route here the rest of the way. But this is my champ lineup. We're throwing out Vukovic, D-Book, Bane, Jokic, and Denny. And then for the contender, I do think we legit might only run out 2 lineups this game week. I think for contender, we got to start with Jaime. Jaime's cap. Wow. Jaime's cap is 35. Good Lord. We do have a Johnson, though. Pause. We get a Cameron Johnson.
Mike, but I can't even do
it. Put him on blast. All right. We get a Cameron Johnson. I think I have another Bane, too, which is good because I would love for one person to fuck up both lineups. That leaves us with 21. So Jaime, Cameron. Do I have a Peyton Watson, too? Maybe we throw him in there, even though I said I don't really. Oh, that's a cap of 20 is a lot. Let's see if I have anybody like real cheap or real like a real low.
Someone just paid £70 for a Vukovic rare.
That's
I think I'm gonna have to sell that because it's pointless.
£70, yeah.
In classic competitions, it's kind of pointless me playing that.
No, you have to sell that, man.
Yeah.
You have to sell that. All right, let's actually just look in season since I already used the Bane. Oh, I gotta have a Memphis Grizzly, right? I gotta have a Grizzly. All right, so we have Jericho Sims projects for 11. No thanks. You got Yabusele down there. Jalen Clark. Shout out Aaron Borland. Sam Hauser for 18. Jordan Walsh. Maybe it's Jordan Walsh. Maybe it's Bruce Brown.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
That's true. You know what we're going to do? We're going to say Jokic sits the second game.
Wow.
That leaves us with 26 for the last spot. We got Big Cock. We got Kuzma. I think we just do the Kuz. Or Klingon. Klingon with 2 games. Although that, man, Golden State and OKC is not a fun back-to-back there. But whatever, we'll do it. There we go. This is going to be the contender lineup. Feel good about it. Feel good about it. What are you running out there this game week?
Currently nothing, because I just cancelled all my teams because it's pointless again doing all my lineups and then changing them and seeing that they're all a lot lower than we've done. I think I bought a rare SGA this week, like classic rare SGA, because in my head I'm still at like the crossroads where I feel like now I didn't get on it for the streaks at the start of the season. So now if I jump in season, it's pointless because I feel like normally in about 2 to 3 weeks time, there would be some promo of like another in-season thing. And, you know, this is the time. And I jumped on that last year. I started for Classic towards the start of the season, and I slowly moved into the in-season stuff. But now I've got no idea what the plan's going to be because who's going to be doing the promos for it and so on and so forth. And it's really strange because Sorare has been really good in the last few years at communicating these things. So not understanding now where we're going is a bit of an insight. So yeah, Christmas promos, Marco, is where we're at.
Do you think though? I mean, it depends when their fundraise round is, right? Like, how much money do they need us to spend before they go to their investors?
There's just a lot of things up in the air. I don't know.
I know it's a bummer, man. It's a bummer. Borland was saying George to Las Vegas. George, you were just in Vegas not too long ago.
I was in
like,
Vegas. I
feel like you were there for like 2 weeks.
I was there for 6 days, which felt like 2 weeks in Vegas.
That's way too long.
Yeah, that was way too long. That was really nice. Stupidly hot, but really, really good time. I want to go back there for the NBA Cup, but I don't think I'll be able to do it this year.
Yeah, we're gonna be out there. We'll be out there for the Cup.
How long is it? Is it just the final, or are they doing the semis?
This is the last year they're doing the semifinal and the final. So they're doing, and then next year I think it'll just be the final. But they're doing the 2 semifinal games on, I think it's Saturday, December 13th, and then the final is on Tuesday.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah. So my dad and my brother are coming out. So we're getting some golf in on that Monday. We'll have an NFL Sunday.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
That was so much fun for it. I loved the NFL Sunday because it was the first week of the season. I was bummed the Raiders weren't playing when I was there. That was the only thing for it. I would have had to have watched the Raiders. But
I was going to say two NBA Cup games, cups ago. The first one, I think, my dad was also out there and his friend, and we went to a Raiders-Vikings game where the final score was a walk-off field goal, 3-0 Minnesota. It was it was Justin Jefferson's first game back, and he got hurt like 5 minutes into the game again. Oh, it was brutal. It was an awful dog shit game.
Sounds like it could have been any of the TNF games then this year.
Yeah, truly.
So
yeah, shout out Davis Mills, baby. Fucking Bills. All right. We'll do a few more questions, and then we'll do a giveaway and wrap up here. We'll wrap up in the next like 5 to 10 minutes, mainly because I got to set the rest of my underdog lineups and stuff like that before I can get out of here. What else do we have here? Yeah, Patrick Coyne's going to be in Vegas. All right, or Nickeil Alexander-Walker or Peyton Pritchard. I'll pull up projections, but I just want to say I am a Bostonian, so shout out Peyton Pritchard. Nickeil Alexander-Walker has been balling. He's been so good since Trey went down. He projects for 34. Pritchard actually projects for 38. I don't know. Do you have a take?
I would go no. I don't know what it is with Pritchard this year. I just feel like now he's not this like cute 6 guy off the bench that's like really fun and shooting all these massive threes. Now he's a starting guy, and it's not as like, wow, it's kind of like, oh, he's just really good. Like
Yeah.
that's it.
I mean,
So,
who would have guessed you take Jason Tatum off the floor? It's a little bit
yeah.
harder. Courtside was saying talk swaps. Yeah, man. So this is for underdog specific, but I think Keyshawn George is going to be my number one guy. I really like Emmanuel Quickly tonight, too, as a swaption.
What is swaps?
So underdog, you do these 6-person drafts. All right. There's 6-person, 6 rounds. If someone is a questionable, has a Q tag, or if they were just available and they end up getting ruled out, you get to swap in a player, but it's based on your rankings before the lock happens. So like your highest ranked guy that was not involved in the draft. So 36 guys are drafted, so it has to be 37 or lower, right? Somebody like that. But Alex Sarr was like one of my most popular clicks tonight in the last round because I really liked him for obvious reasons. And now that he's out, I'll get a swap in for that. And so Keyshawn George will be my first guy that I'll have listed.
I love the like DFS fantasy stuff that you guys have in the States. I'm very jealous of it because over here it's absolutely rubbish. So
it's so fun. It's so fun. Underdog does a really good job with this game where it's like pretty low stakes to get involved too. It's fun. But yeah, so Keyshawn will be up there. I still got to figure it out, man. I was excited to go to Kobe White, and now they ruled him out. So that kind of throws a wrench into stuff. I think Derek Queen's pretty fun. Peyton Pritchard's pretty fun. Cooper Flagg's pretty fun. Benedict Mathurin, I think, is in there. Norman Powell. You go to Jeremy Grant. I mean, he's fresh off of going 33-9, and they're going to be shorthanded again tonight. I think that's fine too. But I got to look at it a little bit more courtside. Yeah, also as David reminded us here, here's the giveaway tonight. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag John and Damien. George, what else you got going on? Are you cooking on the YouTubes at all? I know you were through a couple things out there at the beginning or like right before the season.
Yeah, I did like a whole and back thing and then did like one video in about 2 weeks, which is good fun for me. I want to do more, but it's like it goes back to when the Sorare stuff was like first cooking in season 1, season 2, and even a little bit season 3. There's like 9 different lineups that you can put out, and there's multiple different, like, you know, there's a champion, there's an underdog, there's a contender, and there's different plays for so on and so forth. Now it's like, well, there's kind of just it for classic. You've got one lineup. Like even on like the rare stuff, it kind of negates having those players that are with like an L10 of 20 because you don't need them now. Is the thing in classic because you can just fit now they bumped it to 140. You have an MVP and then you can just put 4 guys that are like 40s around them.
Yeah.
So then you don't need, unless there's these random, like even when I'm looking at the predictions on the TTP now with Vucevic, like he doesn't actually fit any of my lineups because he's L10 so low. It doesn't really make a difference with some of the guys that are projected around. I've got a cap of mid-30s that are going to go for 50. So I do think that's the only missing thing that has bugged me a little bit this year. But
I know that has been a little bit of a bummer.
But that's why, like, it's kind of apart from the craft. I love the crafting thing. The crafting thing is amazing.
They crush that, right?
The essence is brilliant. I've loved it on the football side. It's really fun on the NBA side. That's perfect. I just feel like I also think the balance. I know they want people on dailies. They give out way too much in the daily in comparison to what they could do for some of the other stuff. But
I agree.
I don't want to say anything because they might come and fire me for it. So
there's nobody up right now. It's too late for them because they don't work in the United States anymore. So I would go Benny Math over Suggs there, 3DK. Paige saying I need Gidler. Yeah, I mean I'm with you. I'm gonna need a little bit of that too. I'm also we're gonna plug this thing too. I just saw this came across my timeline. Go ahead and let's. Oh, you probably can't see that, but
I can't see that.
I'll drop the link. Awful announcing is like, who do you get? What YouTuber you don't that you don't know really well, or what did they say? We're honoring the top sports content creators and influencers out there. Come on, go give them a little love. Go give them a little love. Just drop the link, and by them I mean me. Go give me a little bit of love.
Yeah, I think my pipeline dream of 1K subs is taking a hit from me uploading once every 3 months average now.
You're over 1K though, right?
No, we're on like we're hard stuck on like 850, 860. So it's gonna be
I thought we got you
I'm
over
gonna need
there.
to I'm gonna need to get crushing straight back into the uploads to get it
Let's
there.
go. Well, George, I mean, we've talked about this before. Let's do it live before lock over
But
there.
really need to do that. Yeah,
yeah.
we absolutely will.
I'm gonna go. I figured I'd go over to Underdog here, and I can just show you what the exposure gods did to us today. Although this is showing 174, not 175. So this is in the main contest. This is the main contest. I'll show you my. Let's show the. Wait, what's going on here? Hold on. Oh, I see. Wait, no. Sorry, I zoomed in too much, so now I can't see shit. All right, let's do. This is just the main contest. So as you can see, Sar is my second highest owned guy. Jaime Hawkins, though, leading the way, baby. 43% Triple J. A lot of Jaime, baby. A lot of Jaime. So we'll have to figure out swaps there for our Alex Sar. A lot of Jimmy Butler. A lot of Denny. A lot of Amin. A lot of Bam. JB's down there. But the real answer, we've got 18% Jokic. And so Jokic, take us home. Take us home, Jokic. So we can get that dub. But George, let me drop the link into the chat here so we can plug the people, you know?
Hell yeah. It would help if I had some organization here as well, I suppose.
No, you got it. We're gonna get the Swingman Pod in there. We'll get the Swingman Pod. If you haven't subscribed to the Swingman Pod, go over there. 874.
I did what was it? I ripped like 10k essence at the start of the season because I was like, okay, I'm gonna rip the essence I had saved, and absolutely fumbled the bag on a few of the picks. Catastrophically bad on some of them. The worst one being like I used some of the clues at the time that I had for it.
Yeah.
And
that wasn't clear.
Yeah, there was a Jokic, and I just missed a Jokic, and there was a Cooper flag and a LaMelo, and it was just all just a mess for it. But that's what I want more of, though. The rooms for them. I'm still trying to get a super air room. That's when I'll have another one because I've got like 900 essence now. So that'll be a fun one when I get a standard and rip my second Corey Kispert. But that
is a fun one.
The essence stuff's great. I just want more. We're always asking for more, just a little bit.
Yeah, why not? Why not? They just saved so much money with with rent in New York City. So now at least you do.
I'd love, just give us. I don't know. You just need some fucking comms. That'd be great.
No, too much to ask. All right, we're gonna spin this. I just dropped a link to the Swingman Pod. If you have not been subscribed, go subscribe. Our guy Joaquin was like,
"I'm gonna use these hands to ask for some stuff."
That's right. That's right. We're gonna spin this thing for a limited in season. If you win, just shoot me a DM at Mike Zakarian. George, good to have you back, man. This is great. I've been running solo, I think, for most of the.
No, I know. I've caught some of the streams late, and then every time I'm like, you've been streaming for like an hour and a half on your own. Your throat's going to be really sore. Like you probably didn't have someone to hold the fort down for 45 seconds to run to the toilet beforehand. So.
Just pissed herself, maybe. Just pissed. All right, here we go. If you win, hit me up. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope everybody has a solid weekend. Good luck out there if you still got a streak going, because the streets are dangerous. The streets are dangerous. Dominic, let's go, Dominic. Big dub for Dominic out there. That might be Dominic's first W. Good to see it. Good to see it. I think most importantly, we're just happy Allen didn't win. We just keep Allen out the winner circle. Dominic, shoot me a DM, man. And we'll hook you up. George, any final takes, final thoughts before we get you out of here?
Let's get Bol back in the league.
You know what? We're not even gonna play. That's well done, dude. Well done. We're not even gonna play our normal outro. We're gonna give you a Bol, and we'll get on out of here. Thanks for hanging out. For George, myself, good luck this weekend. We out skis.
Bol.
His first name is Bull and his last name is Bull?
No, yeah.
Look at his legs!
Long legs.
Oh!